Welcome back to Restore Thrive. We're talking today about low back health, and specifically, how do we treat stiffness in the low back? Now, our model always encompasses what's going on downstream and upstream. We never want to treat pain or dysfunction in isolation because we are a system of systems, but that doesn't mean that we don't want to treat the specific area that's given us a problem. So if we have stiffness in the low back, especially if it's off to the side laterally and it's not right in the middle of your spine, we've got a huge muscle here that sits on top of your pelvis and comes up to your rib cage that we call your QL, your quadratus lumborum. Now this muscle should actually bend and stretch quite easily, but especially when we have low back pain, we see that that thing goes into a spasm and it locks us down in an attempt to keep our spine stable, especially when we have pain. So one of the things we have to do if we're in that spasm where we're trying to protect is we have to get that muscle to let go and relax so that we can start to move again normally. And an important piece of this is making sure that we're not causing more pain along the way, that we can breathe as we get this muscle to relax. That's a sign to the nervous system that it's safe to let these muscles let go. So one of the things that we like to do is just a basic what we call low back smash. We're going to take a little lacrosse ball, we're going to put this in your low back and just work it side to side. The safest way to do this is in a backline position with your legs up. This is what we call a 90-90 position. This is a very safe, unloaded position for the lumbar spine. From here, we'll just treat whatever side is sore. So if it's my left side, I'll just roll over to the right, sneak that ball into my back, come back to the middle, make sure that I'm down with my rib cage. I have a little bit of tension through my middle. And the first thing I'm going to do is just try to take a breath here. And I should be able to exhale all the way out and let that ball sink into my back. Now, if that's tender in that position and you can't take that full breath, take another breath in, and as you inhale, try to push that ball out of your back. That's what we call a contraction of that muscle. And then as you exhale, relax. Let your back sink into the ball. Let the ball work up into your back. You may have to do that contract, relax with the inhale and exhale, on and off tension 3 or 4 times before you really get to the bottom of that tissue and things start to relax. But once you get to that stage, now we want to start adding some weight to that side, which we'll do just by dropping our legs over towards the ball and then off of the ball. And then back over towards the ball and then off of the ball. And we'll floss on and off for at least 20 reps or until we start to notice that there's no change. So this should get easier as you go. And if you notice things loosening up, you want to continue to work at it until you notice that there's no more change. So we'll just floss back and forth again, come on to tension. You'll feel a little more pressure as you drop your legs, then come off, and then come back on. We'll work about 20 reps. We can instantly switch to the other side if both sides are tight and do the same contract, relax, the same drop of the knees back and forth, coming on and off that pressure. And then what we want to do, obviously, is stand up. Make sure we retest. One of the best ways to retest, if you've opened up some flexibility through your low back, is brace, get tight through your abs and glutes, hinge forward from your hips, and then assess, do I feel different through my low back? Is that easier for me to bend forward on one side versus the other if I'm only treating one side? Or does that feel different than where I started? So give that a try at home, guys. Let us know what you think. We'll talk to you again soon.